There is an issue, Mr. Speaker, that needs to be addressed in this House. And before the right honourable gentleman stands up and parades himself as the champion of climate change or the champion of the people or the defender of equality and fairness, he needs to apologise for his failure to deal with racism in the Labour Party. Just today, 60 distinguished members of the Labour Party have written in the newspapers, "The Labour Party welcomes everyone except, it seems, Jews." This is your legacy, Mr. Corbyn. You still haven't opened your eyes. You still haven't told the whole truth. You still haven't accepted your responsibility. You have failed the test of leadership. Apologise now.
Mr. Speaker, this party was the first to introduce anti-racist legislation into law in Britain. This party totally opposes racism in any form whatsoever. Anti-Semitism has no place in our society, no place in any of our parties, and no place in any of our dialogue. Neither does any other form of racism. And when 60% of Tory party members think Islam is a threat to Western civilization, and the Prime Minister has said she will act on Islamophobia within her own party, I hope she does. I look forward to seeing that being dealt with, as we will deal with any racism that occurs within our own party as well.
To the right honourable gentleman on the climate change issue. But the right honourable gentleman, I note, did not apologise in response to my first questions. We deal with Islamophobia in the Conservative Party. Any allegations of Islamophobia are dealt with, unlike his way in the Labour Party, where he is failing to deal with anti-Semitism. And he can stand up and say all he likes about the Labour Party introducing anti-racism legislation. Just last week, Trevor Phillips, the former chairman of the Equality and Human Rights Commission, said the following: "Labour today presents like a textbook case of institutional racism."
Jeremy Corbyn! Mr. Speaker, this party opposes racism in any form whatsoever in our society. And coming from a Prime Minister who encouraged the hostile environment, sent go-home vans around London, and deported British citizens, which she's now had to compensate them for, I think she might look to her own party and her own government's records as well.
Can I say to the right honourable gentleman, he talks about dodging responsibility. The person who's been dodging his responsibility during this PMQs is the right honourable gentleman. The real disgrace is his handling of racism in the Labour Party. Activists protesting, MPs leaving, staff resigning. What would his great heroes of Attlee, Bevan and Ben think? Look what he has done to their party. We will never let him do it to our country.